Good morning. It is month 3 of renovation. I'm going to do this one slightly differently to month 1 and 2, and I'm going to do it as we go along. So I'll film each weekend what we're doing, what we're getting up to. So it's weekend 1 and the dishwasher arrived this morning. So that is going to be going in today and hopefully the kitchen. And I'm just clearing out this back room so that hopefully we can get the flooring down. We've been watching a few videos for it this morning. So yeah, it's laminate flooring, so we'll see how it goes. I've been painting these in a primer with Bin Zimmer. They are going to be the same colour as the panelling around, so I think they'll be grey, but I'm leaving those like that for now. And then this room is clear, ready for the floor to go down. Progress has been slow today. It's been one of those days. We did get a light fixture out here, you can't see it. We bought the fitting off of Amazon, and then this one is from Next. I think it looks really nice in here. We just wanted something neutral and quite high to the ceiling. And then the light in the bathroom also went up, and I painted the surround in there, still need to sort out the inside. Dishwasher arrived, which was so exciting, and lots of plumbing things have happened. And then Ollie is looking like he's been doing this job, but he's been there for 2 seconds. Literally, I have been deglossing a lot of the hallway today.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side.
And that is weekend 1, day 2 over. It went so quickly this weekend. It was definitely the kind of weekend where not a lot seemed to happen, but one exciting thing did happen, which happened in this room. I will show you now. I also did finish off over here. I will show you. I finished off painting these shutters. Actually, not going to use the second coat, which I'm going to do now, but they are ready to go back into the bathroom. As I think you saw the other night, the light went up in here, and we're just going for really neutral look in here because, well, I'll explain later on, but this is just going to be a kind of simple room with not many design features. And this is the most exciting thing. The floor started going down back here. So we had concrete floor. So unfortunately, it wasn't worth us doing the original floor like we have done throughout all of the front of the downstairs. But we picked up this laminate, and it's gone down so much better than I thought it would. This is also coming all the way back here into the hallway. We still have a patch to do to go into the bathroom, but nothing in this house, absolutely nothing is straight. So this wall, I think it goes out this way, and then if you can see it like bows back that way, this comes out that way. So it's been a lot of cutting and a lot of making it fit, but it has done. We've got all of the spaces in, and we're just gonna, I don't know, maybe put like a little side into it. Nothing's gone on in the bathroom. We've taken off skirting board there, which needs to be replaced. But that is it for this room. But it does, it's starting to look like a room, guys, and it's making me pretty excited. And then in here, I was definitely hoping for more to happen, but everything takes its time. The plumbing was done. Gramps did all of the bits at the back for the dishwasher, and the dishwasher is in, which is exciting. This arrived on Saturday, so we are super excited to have that in. I'm not going to pull it open because I don't want to ruin anything, but hopefully this whole side will start to be properly put in next weekend. I'm sure you guys don't want to see this section, but back here we have spent a good bit of time this weekend deglossing. So this whole frame has been done all the way down here, up around that main big door there, and also these skirting boards. Am I making you feel sick? I probably am. And here too, we have our work cut out with this, because I don't know if you can see, but all the way downstairs we have like this horrible black tar stuff underneath the gloss, and it takes so long to take off, and it's just not a fun job because it basically just spreads around. It doesn't actually come off. So there's that. And I nearly forgot one of the main things that we actually did. I've just seen it. We took out this cupboard, which was really exciting. Firstly, because we have a lot more space in here than I thought we did. And also it's just something that has been bugging me. If you guys remember, kind of like bulged out, so it was all of this white stuff, and they'd patched it up but not very well. It wasn't very flush, so it's, I don't know, I feel like it's just opened up the space a little bit. Even, I mean, I know it looks terrible, I'm not really selling this, am I? But we are going to probably phase 1 in this stage. We're just going to neaten this up, make sure that all of this is flat, put some boarding in the back of it. And I think temporarily I'm going to insert a picture. I really want to do some drawers down the bottom and then some shelves which are lit, but I think with time and how stuff is going down here, I might just patch it up and put a full-length mirror. And that is it. Ollie has just gone off to go to work for the week, and I'm actually in London for a few days this week, so I'm not going to be doing anything on the house, unfortunately, until next weekend. So I will check in with you guys then. We're into weekend 2, day 1, and we are currently fitting the laminate floor, hopefully finishing it in this room. We've not got much to go, and then this room and the hallway will be done.
The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay.
The flooring is finally finished off in here and throughout to the back, apart from a little step here. We've just put that there to see if it went with the shade for another time. And as you can hear, Ali is making a noise. We're putting in the shower screens.
Fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down.
It's good.
The shower screens are in. We got this shower on a buy and sell website, but it was brand new. It was ex-display, wasn't it? But the thing is that buying anything like that, it was just in somebody's garage, and it was basically flat packed. Obviously they had never put it up, they never used it, they bought it ex-display, never got around to using it. So we have been trying to figure out how the shower actually works. The screens were quite simple, but this little bit here wasn't. We did know that we would need something to join these two pieces somehow. That's just a little thing with buying secondhand, though, to be honest, it's worth it. Is it? I think
Definitely worth it.
It's been well worth it,
Really
but
worth it.
Does just take a little bit more time and energy. So we are thinking that one's lots in there, that one in there, can't really see because Ollie's in the way, and then we've also got these caps which we need to put onto the ends. It's that time of the night again, and we are pink the window's nearly done though, and I'm just starting over here. We did this section a long time ago.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand?
What weekend is it?
First weekend.
No, it's second weekend, second day, and we are putting some samples of flooring oils. Oh, you can't really see them, just under here. We've tried 3 colours from the company Osmo. I think we got the white, the graphite, and the light grey. So this one here is the graphite, the white, and the light grey. And I wasn't sure on any of them, to be honest. So we have used this, I think you got it, I don't know how you pronounce it, Waka oil. And we used this before and I thought we'd try it. So we're popping that one on. You're supposed to wipe it off after a certain amount of time. So we've got to leave that there to soak in. The only thing with the Waka oil is that I don't think it protects the floor. So I also have from Osmo a few samples here of just clear oils, which are amazing. They're resistant to wine, beer, cola, coffee, tea, fruit juice, milk, all sorts. So after they have dried in, I'm going to test these 2, and I've got them in clear matte and clear semi-matte. Hopefully we'll find a floor colour that we like. I'm not looking for anything as light as that, but something kind of in between here is what we're wanting. Another weekend, I think it is weekend 3 now, and hopefully it's going to be a good weekend because this weekend Ollie has Monday off, which means that instead of about a day and a half, we have 2.5 days, which does really make a big difference. And we've got some exciting things happening. We are going to be cutting the worktops. Ollie's laughing because we didn't want to cut the worktops.
No, we wanted to get someone to do it.
Yeah, we called a few places in our local area and pretty much just laughed in your face, didn't they? They were like, no, don't do that, not interested. So we're going to do it. Oh wow. I'm not doing it.
No, I'm going to do
You're
it.
going to attempt it. We're running out now. We always have deliveries come back in after the week to pick up a blade for that. And also we've had a delivery this morning because I am going to paint the kitchen cabinet. So we're painting in the same colour as the wall up top, and I'll show you when I do that later. Oh, I'm very cold. Just done the test run on the granite and the cut looks really good, so I'm so happy. I'll show you what I'm doing now. I've got a very useful job right now, Ollie.
Hosepipe boy.
Hosepipe boy.
Now we only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for 2.
And while the boys do that, I am going to be making a start on painting the kitchen cabinets. Now I did a lot of research. I found somebody on YouTube that did amazing kitchen cabinet painting and it looked like it sprayed, and I literally took his advice word for word. Sorry, my hands are probably filthy. And I bought every single thing that he used in that video because it was just amazing. He was doing beautiful hand finished kitchens. So anyway, let me turn you around. As some of you will know, our kitchen at the top is cream and on the bottom they've kept it the original oak next to our pom bears. You can see here, these are the bottom cabinets. So we aren't actually putting this unit in, but we're putting the corner unit and this smaller one here. So my job is to paint all of the surrounds and the doors. However, because obviously it's a second-hand kitchen, we do need to do some slight adjusting. We've got the panels on this side and unfortunately we need them on this side, so I'm not going to paint those yet. I'm going to wait until all of that is done. The boys will have to do that for me, but right now I'm going to do the cupboard doors. And I would advise, if you are buying a second-hand kitchen and you are going to pick it up yourselves or you're taking it apart yourselves, which is often what they ask you to do, then I'd have like numbered them all so that I knew which cupboards, which doors went on which cupboards, which we didn't do because we didn't take apart the kitchen. The sellers wanted to take it apart themselves, and family collected it for us. So I've had the fun job this morning of trying to match them up, which to be honest wasn't that hard because we don't have that many. And I've just got 4 doors to paint, so it's not much at all, and I will take you through what I'm doing step by step. So first off, I'm taking off all of the handles. These will be the handles which we had on the kitchen, which we are actually changing, and we aren't going to have it's just going to be a knob, so we only need 1 hole for ours. So I need to take those out and also fill the holes, and then all of the hinges need to come off too.
Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car.
Now all of the hinges and handles are off. I am going to wood fill the handle holes, obviously, because I've just said we are going to change them and probably put them both in a different place. But what I think I'm going to do first is actually just sand them down a tiny bit, because as you can see they're looking a little bit rough, before I put some of this in. And if this isn't the snazziest sandpaper that you've ever seen, I don't know what is. It comes on this beautiful roll. It was recommended in this video, and it's on like some spongy material. I don't know if you can see that, and you can just rip it off. It looks absolutely beautiful. This is what was recommended to actually sand the cabinets, but that's what I'm going to do after I've done this bit.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair.
These seem pretty dry now, so I'm just going to sand them over with this and very lightly sand the whole of the cabinets too. So, where am I? I'm a bit tired now, so excuse me if I don't speak very well. I have finished off all of the sanding, but I still have a little bit more to go tomorrow. As you can see, I've just lightly sanded all of these, and I've also just lightly sanded all of the surrounds. I did also take the middle bits off, which with these ends, just like the end panels, because these two are going to join, and then I need to re-put the end panels on this end and this end. So they've been sanded as well, so nearly there and ready to paint, but I'm just waiting for some of the deeper holes on those handles to dry. And then the kitchen has come on loads today. Ollie and Gramps have been doing the worktop, and it looks so good. I mean, it looks hand done, and oh no, it doesn't, it looks beautiful. But you can kind of tell, you can tell much more than I guess if we'd had it done professionally, where the cuts are, but it's looking so good. I kind of can't believe it. We've just placed the upstands on to see how they're gonna look. This one's obviously currently too long, and we've got a little bit missing over here. And the most exciting thing is that we have water. Very excited about that, since we haven't been able to make any drinks or even wash up anything in our dishwasher yet, because I like to rinse it off before we put it in, and it's brand new, so want to keep it nice. We're just deliberating over the heart shapes here. Neither of us are very into it. We'd like something a little bit more modern, but I don't think it's not really a necessity right now, is it?
Bigger things to be getting on with.
No, and obviously we need to put the trims on here, and then this part. But we are going to head back in here now. It's getting a bit late, so we might not be able to go too long and do this flooring, hopefully. This morning, Ollie's helping me put the ends on the other side. So, what are you doing? He's been planing down this part to that level, so that this butts up kind of perfectly with it, because it was a slightly different length, because it was obviously on the other side. And also we've got to sort out this, because they obviously had a quite old house, so it must have been a wonky wall, so they just like got a little bit out. So we are going to fix that up, but that should be fine, because we planed this bit down to fit this. We'll actually get rid of a lot of that. This is looking way neater now, and super flush to the side, so this is how you will see it. I just need to probably fill in, so as you can see that bit has come down loads. I just need to fill in a tiny bit with some wood filler there, and we're done.
I've been wondering about you. They said that just one look and I'd get caught too. 'Cause there's something about you, and you know it too. All I do is think about you. Your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of. Now I can't live without you.
Gorilla.
So this is the primer that we chose to go for and was recommended on that video that I was mentioned. I'm not going to even say the name, Tikarula or something like that, and it is the Otex Aqua. So yeah, let's give it a go.
Oh, if only you could see that we are meant to be. Some obsess about things, some turn use into abuse, and I'll stop until it's too late. But all I do is love you. Maybe someday you will too.
And we are back for another weekend, but I'm still working on these windows, which are kind of the bane of my life right now. I feel like they've taken forever. I'm so upset about this crack here. But today I am starting to whitewash them, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, but we decided that we weren't going to paint them because they do need some repair. We thought that if we oil them, it will be the perfect kind of compromise because we get some colour on them. But if we take them apart at any point at the moment, we have all of these pieces off of them, and we might need to do that quite quickly on. So this is kind of like a halfway in between compromise. It looks a little bit untidy right now, but at first you just paint it on and then you kind of wash it off. So it's not going to be this white when I'm finished with it, but I still have quite a bit to do. As you can see, I haven't done any of the tops yet. Okay, so I have been rubbing off the excess oil now, and it kind of comes out to look like this. If I do a bit of a close-up to show you, obviously that's not showing it from the best angle because of all of the kind of bits in front of it, and we still have to put these on, which will make it look a lot neater around the windows, and then obviously we've got to do the same to them. So that just shows you we're not particularly into yellowish woods, and this just gives it like a whitey pinky tinge. Throughout this vlog, I have progressively got worse at telling you guys what we are up to, and everything is such a mess at the moment. But I have finished the doors for the kitchen. They are looking so good. I'm so happy with them. The paint was absolutely amazing. And excuse the total mess, I have also done the top cabinets here, so they now match perfectly with the wall. I do still need to touch up a few bits on the wall from when this was put up. Got a few grubby marks, but we are so excitingly putting the handles on these. They arrived this week, and this is what they're going to look like. If I can try and show you one of these. So I think they're going to be much more modern than the current handles that we have on it there. And then we also picked up these door pulls, which are going to replace these. Again, just a little bit more modern. And the best part of all, oh, with a bit of tape stuck to it, this light switch, which we haven't 100% decided on, but I think that it's gorgeous. I think it's going to be really pretty. It's just what is it, a bronze? Antique bronze? Brass? Antique brass. I always get that one wrong. I'm not quite sure what it is, but looking so good. And Ollie's about to drill the holes. And when I said that I was getting progressively worse throughout this video with filming, I really stuck to that because this weekend I filmed absolutely nothing. So I'm going to take you around and show you what we were doing. It's so hard when you're doing the work yourself to film it. A few reasons: my camera has been getting exceedingly tatty, very dusty with all of the work that we're doing, so I'm kind of reluctant to get it out at points, and also we're just so busy getting on with the things that we're doing that it's kind of hard to keep up with it. But anyway, let me show you any updates that we've done up until now for this month. We're still not quite there with any rooms finished, but we're getting there with so many of them now. So it's so hard to show you these windows, but they are looking so good now. So they have been totally de-glossed and then also stained in that Waka oil. I absolutely love the Waka oil. I think it just gives such a nice effect. And then we still need to, as I was saying earlier, neaten them all off with these. It's still going to be that kind of like shabby chic look, which Ollie and I aren't particularly into, but it just makes it look a lot nicer than the orange would, or we think so anyway, personal taste. It's so hard to show you the full effect of what it will look like because obviously all of this is going to go up and also be stained, and it will look so much neater and tidier then. Yeah, but really pleased with them and how they have turned out, especially because I thought that we were just going to leave them as they were, but this way it means that they will fit in a little bit more with our style. And then this is a very unnoticeable change, but my dad and Ollie actually sanded all of these walls. As you may be able to see, they're looking very dotty at the moment because they have been totally filled in everywhere. So that was a good job done. We still need to sand the skirting boards and around the door, but all of the paint is off now. So we are so close to painting in this room, and we have actually decided on the paint, although I'm afraid these have been sanded, so probably not looking as good as they should do. So we're going for the Earthbourne St. Johnson here, which is pretty much an off-white, and this is a Fired Earth colour flake white, which we're going to do on all of the skirting, the woodwork and the detail. I think they just go really nicely together. They're not too grey. I feel like we can still add warmth to them, but they're just really neutral. And I don't want to jinx things, but this room should be painted by the next video, which I'm so excited about. I'm pretty sure nothing has changed in the hallway. Again, there's those two colours which I was showing you. And then the kitchen's definitely changed the most, but unfortunately it's still so messy, it's really hard to see it. I'm just painting the surround now today. I'm going to do this section and it makes so much of a difference. But this is where things are really changing. So this side of the kitchen is totally in now. So as you can see, I was talking earlier about painting all of the tops here. They're in. I'm just waiting on a few more handles. I absolutely love the colour and how they have turned out. All of the worktops are in, although these still do need a little bit of neatening off. We have to neaten them off here on the sides because they didn't go like that in the previous kitchen they were in. And obviously down the bottom, as you can see, we've had to buy a little bit more trim for this section, and all of the handles are still on originally, and we're gonna stain all of that and do it a little bit differently, but it looks so good. I'm so impressed. For the price of the kitchen, it being second hand and all of that, I'm just loving it. Obviously the tap's in and that's all working. And then Gramps made us this little section over here for kind of books and stuff. So this is just looking like a kitchen when you step back here and you see it as you come through. So in love with it. And then also over this side, this section has been finished. The worktop is all fitted. That door just needs to be fitted. It looks a little bit unfinished because the trim's a different colour, but we can quite quickly do that. And then we are still waiting on doing the breakfast bar and the shelves here. But this room, apart from cosmetics, is pretty much finished. Sorry, my braces are really bugging me today. And then this has also changed a lot as well. Let me just shut this door. So the new light is in, as you can see, and this has had one coat of paint. I am going to do another coat of paint and another stage because I have noticed that as we're working, things are getting knocked and chipped. All of the floor is down. This is painted. It's looking so bright and cheery through here now. And the floor has gone down in the bathroom. Gramps is actually working today on some of the plumbing stuff. So the sink and the toilet is going to be going in. And then all of this is to do the paneling work in here. And I'm just so excited. I feel like this is really coming on. Not a lot has changed in here. It still just needs some fixing up. Oh, the step did go in. We put the concrete in for the step. But obviously, as you can see, that still needs fixing up, and we're just starting, a little sneak peek of starting to furnish it and put it together. And Ollie's grandparents really kindly surprised us last week and did our garden for us. They probably won't be able to notice because I don't think I showed you much of the garden, but they tidied all of the path. They brought this little chair and table for us so that we could sit out here and mowed the lawn and just neatened it all up. We also brought a rose which they popped into the garden there, and it's just looking and feeling so much more like a home now that they've come and tidied it out a little bit out there, because we had basically been using it as a dumping ground. And that is this month finished up. I hope you enjoyed coming along. I was hoping to reveal a room this month, but we just ended up doing loads more in lots of different rooms and just focusing on one room. It would just mean that probably a lot of the reveals of the rooms come at once, so I might have to eat them out a little bit, but nonetheless, hope you enjoyed seeing it. Thanks always for your support and comments. I know that you put so much time into a lot of the comments, so thank you. I do read them all. I really appreciate so many of them with the good advice, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.